Hello everyone, hope you're doing great. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be sharing with you some novels from my past. I attended a boarding secondary school in Nigeria, and the library prefect then would send junior girls to go around each class and collect books and send back to the library. So when it was my turn, I never came out from the library. I used to read. It was so interesting because I was trying to avoid joining other students to sports or for siesta, and I ended up in the library reading. And I think that's how I developed a love for reading. Who knows? So the first on my list, in no particular order, is Efuru by Flora Nwapa. This book was published in 1966. But it's a very interesting book about this woman called Efuru. She was a strong and beautiful and very hardworking woman. She was left husbandless, childless, and she had to question this goddess of the river. Flora Nwapa, the author of this book, was the first female African writer to have written a novel in English language. So it was quite an interesting book, and she writes from Igbo women's point of view. For those of you who are not Nigerians, the Igbos are one of the main tribes of Nigeria. So Flora Nwapa wrote from Igbo women's point of view. So this was an interesting novel, and I am going to reread it again. So the next up is Things Fall Apart by CHINUA ACHEBE. The protagonist in this book is Okonkwo, a hard-working, fearless warrior who is so famous in his village for his hard work, for his winning battles. Along the line, at some point in the novel, he's told to guard a boy called Ikemefuna, who is from another village, because of something his own father did. So Ikemefuna is now lives in Okonkwo's household. Along the line, Okonkwo is now involved in Ikemefuna's murder, and that's when things start going wrong for Okonkwo, one tragedy after another tragedy. And I think at some point again, he goes for his best friend's funeral and accidentally shoots a gun up in the air, and the bullet hits the dead man's son. So it's one tragedy after another, but a very, very interesting and popular novel. A lot of students read this as part of their literature. Will I be rereading this again? Definitely. That's one of my challenges for this year. The next up is A Man of the People by CHINUA ACHEBE again. Achebe was a popular Nigerian writer from the eastern parts of Nigeria. So, A Man of the People is about this man who has to go to his former teacher for help. His former teacher is now the Minister of Culture. And if you're a minister, you're supposed to be upholding the traditions and culture of your country in that respect. But this man is corrupt and he uses it to gain power. So this book was published in 1966. We still find issues and things covered in this book still happening today in most African countries. So it's a very interesting read. Now, the last one for today is CHINUA ACHEBE again. He's written so many books, but these are the ones I could just place my hand on at the moment. This is No Longer at Ease. The protagonist in this book is Obi Okonkwo, who the villagers sent him to England in those days to study law in the hope that he will come back and save them from different issues. When he gets to England, he changes from law to study English, and he meets a lady called Clara. Then 4 years later, he comes back to Nigeria, and the adventure begins. Those books I would like to reread again to get a feel of what life used to be like back then, which is not really different from what it is now in terms of culture and tradition. A lot of things have changed, but some things still remain the same, trust me. These are just few of the novels from my past. If you've read any of these books which I've talked about in this video, let me know your thoughts. Feel free to write a comment in the comments box below what you thought about them, or if you want to read them, let me know as well. I'm going to leave the links in the description box below in case you need more information about them. What was your favorite book as a child? What kind of books did you enjoy reading? let me know. Let's share these ideas. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.